Imagine you're on a trip somewhere, and you engage in an activity that's always been totally normal for you. But surprisingly, it's illegal in that particular place. It's like a head-scratcher moment, right? Every country has its own set of rules. And let's just say, some of them are as quirky as a three-legged chicken. From banning the most unexpected things to enforcing laws that leave you scratching your head, it's all part of the global legal buffet. We've gathered for you 7 weird laws from around the world. That'll make you raise an eyebrow and maybe even crack a smile. So, without taking further time, let's start with number 7. North Carolina's surprise matrimony law. In the land of sweet tea and southern charm, North Carolina boasts a law that can turn a simple hotel stay into a surprising matrimonial affair. Picture this. A man and a woman stroll into a cozy inn, requesting to cozy up in a shared room. Seems harmless, right? Well, hold on tight, because here's the twist. If this duo claims to be married and behaves like it, North Carolina law might just pronounce them as legally wedded partners. Yes, you heard that right. Thanks to the magic of common law marriage, simply presenting themselves as a married couple could land them in holy matrimony faster than you can say, "I do." So next time you're eyeing a hotel rendezvous in North Carolina, better make sure you've got your marital status straight. Number 6. Malawi's ban on breezes. In the beautiful country of Malawi, there's a law that might seem a bit, well, windy. Imagine yourself strolling along the shores of Lake Malawi, taking in the stunning views, when suddenly nature calls, quite literally. But here's the twist. In Malawi, letting out a toot is actually against the law. That's right. Passing wind in public is considered a no-no, and breaking this wind law could leave you in some rather uncomfortable legal trouble. So next time you feel a gust coming on, it might be best to find a secluded spot to let it out, unless you want to risk being on the wrong side of Malawi's peculiar legislation. Number 5. Autobahn's empty tanks. The German Autobahn is famous for its high speeds and exhilarating drives, attracting car enthusiasts and speed demons alike. But here's the catch. If you run out of gas, you could be slapped with a hefty fine. And don't even think about hoofing it to the nearest gas station. That's another ticket waiting to happen. But why the strict rules? Well, Germans believe that it's your responsibility to keep your car fueled up and ready to roll. Running out of gas is seen as a preventable mistake, and walking along the highway is considered unsafe for both you and other drivers. So keep a close eye on that gas gauge and top up whenever it's running low, to avoid getting stuck with a pricey penalty. Number 4. Japan's Waistline law. In Japan, they take staying healthy seriously, so much so that they have a rule about waist size. If you're between 40 and 74 years old, your waist can't be too big. For men, it's 85 centimeters max, and for women, it's 90 centimeters. Imagine this. You're strolling through Tokyo, enjoying the sights, when suddenly someone whips out a measuring tape. So if you've been indulging in sushi feasts and your belt feels snug, it might be time to trade that tempura for tofu. Because in Japan, keeping a trim waist isn't just a good idea, it's the law. Number 3. South Korea's shutter sound Saga. In response to concerns over privacy breaches and hidden camera incidents in subways, the South Korean government took decisive action by implementing a unique law, banning the ability to silence phone camera shutter sounds. This means that if you purchase a phone in South Korea, you won't have the option to turn off the shutter sound when taking pictures. Interestingly, a similar law also exists in Japan, where authorities share the same concerns regarding privacy and surreptitious photography. By making shutter sounds mandatory, both countries aim to deter unauthorized photography and protect the privacy and dignity of their citizens in public spaces. Number 2. Russia's Clean Car Commandment. In Russia, appearances matter, even when it comes to your car. Believe it or not, driving a dirty vehicle is against the law here. While the specifics of what constitutes dirty remain a bit murky, the fact that such a law exists is nothing short of fascinating. After all, who would have thought that the cleanliness of your car could be a legal matter? But beyond just keeping up appearances, there's a practical side to this law too. Think about it. When your car is covered in grime, it can actually make it difficult for others to read your number plate. So while it may seem like a quirky rule on the surface, there's some logic behind it. Number 1. Sarpourenx's grave situation. In the small town of Sarpourenx, there's a rather unusual rule that's guaranteed to make you think twice about kicking the bucket within city limits. Here's the scoop. You're not allowed to die unless you've already bought a burial plot in the local cemetery. Sounds bizarre, right? Well, it turns out that the town cemetery is bursting at the seams, leaving the mayor with no choice but to issue an ordinance. And to drive the point home, he even threw in a warning: offenders will be severely punished. It might sound funny, but it's a serious issue for the town. So if you're planning on passing away in Sarpourenx, you better make sure you've got your final resting place squared away, or risk facing the consequences from beyond the grave. While these 7 laws may sound weird, they serve a purpose in their respective countries, and when we travel there, we're obliged to abide by them. Just like these bizarre laws, there are some bizarre phobias that people suffer from. Click the video on your screen to know about those bizarre phobias. That will make you wonder, how can someone be scared of such a normal thing which is used in our daily routines? Also, let us know in the comments section below which country you're from, and what are the weird laws you've encountered there. If we managed to keep you hooked till now, give us a thumbs up, and give that subscribe button a tickle for more insights, tips, and the coolest content. Until next time, stay connected and stay mindful. This is the Yoys and Nays, signing off for today.